Oh my God, I have to tell you about this flight I just took. Seriously, I don't even know where to start. Okay, so it started out totally normal, but then it got really weird. So I boarded this flight, just a short one before my connection, right? I was actually feeling pretty good. I had my snacks ready, my book out, everything set for a nice chill ride. When I got to my row, there was this sweet looking old lady already sitting by the window. One of those really tiny, adorable grandmas with glasses and a cardigan. She looked up at me, smiled all warm, and immediately asked if I could help her put her bag up in the overhead bin. It was one of those big ones, so I said, "Yeah, sure, no problem." I hoisted it up for her, and she kept thanking me like 10 times. Honestly, she was super nice, so I thought, okay, this is going to be a friendly flight. I sat down beside her and we ended up chatting a bit before takeoff. She told me she was on her way to visit family, talked about her grandkids. It was sweet. I mean, she was really grandmotherly, so I was happy to chat. Anyway, a couple of hours into the flight, she suddenly starts feeling sick. She got all pale and clammy, and she asked me if I could call the flight attendant. So, of course, I did. The flight attendant came over, they gave her some water, and tried to make her comfortable. She kept thanking me, and at some point, she called me her granddaughter. I thought it was kind of cute, like maybe she was just confused because she wasn't feeling well. But after that, she kept calling me her granddaughter and started acting like we were actually related. She'd say things like, "Oh, sweetheart, can you get that for me?" And, "Thank you, dear, you're always such a good girl." It was kind of awkward, especially because the flight attendants were starting to look at me like we were, really family. I didn't want to embarrass her or anything, so I just went with it. I figured, okay, she's old. Maybe this makes her feel better. No harm done, right? But then, when we landed, things got weird. The old lady turns to me and asks if I can help her with her baggage. Not the one in the overhead, the heavy suitcase she had in the hold. She said it was really hard for her to manage by herself and kept saying, "Please, it would mean so much to me." I told her I had a connection to catch and I was honestly worried about missing my flight. I mean, I had like 45 minutes to get to the other side of the airport, and we all know how that goes. I politely said I was really sorry, but that I couldn't help her. That's when she got insistent. She grabbed my arm, not super hard, but enough to make me feel uncomfortable, and kept saying, "Please, just help your grandmother. It's very important." I got this weird feeling in my stomach, like something was just off. Why was she so desperate for me to carry her luggage? It wasn't just a typical old lady needs help kind of vibe. It felt wrong. I apologized again, this time way more firmly, and got up to leave. I made sure to let the flight attendants know before I left the plane that, we weren't actually related. I didn't want any mix up, just in case. Anyway, I hurried off to catch my connection, and I was sitting at my next gate waiting, feeling a bit weird about the whole thing. And then, you won't believe it, I look up and there she is, the old lady. But this time, she's got security around her. They were escorting her away and they were taking her suitcase too. Like, the exact same one she wanted me to carry. My heart just dropped. I watched them lead her away and I realized, oh my God, there was probably something illegal in that bag. She'd been trying to get me to carry it so I'd be the one in trouble. I mean, who knows what was in there? Drugs, money, something worse? I have no idea, but the whole thing made my skin crawl. I'm just sitting there thinking about how close I came to getting roped into something really bad. I mean, she seemed so nice. Just a sweet old lady, right? But nope, apparently she was using that whole grandmother act to get someone, anyone, to help her with her shady luggage. And I almost fell for it. Anyway, I made my connection, but I was completely freaked out for the rest of the day. Like, I kept thinking, what if I had said yes? It just goes to show you never really know who you're dealing with, even if they seem like a sweet grandma in a cardigan.